So this tonight is I'm talking about why I've decided to pivot from being a CFO to AI automation. So I believe AI automation is the future. I mean, we all know AI is basically going to take over. The question is, when are we going to start getting involved? And I see it's a fantastic opportunity. Um, so, sorry, that's a bit new people. Um, So it's a fantastic opportunity, and now is the time to get in it. And what's particularly, obviously, there's consumer AI, which there's no point trying to get involved in because you've got all the big players continually updating their models. But what we can do is help businesses because businesses, A, they've got a lot more money to invest, and if we help them save money, which we can do, um, we can make a lot of money too and help them at the same time. So, uh, and I hope to demonstrate that to you tonight. I mean, there's so many things we can do with AI. The one thing I want to show you tonight is an AI receptionist, which blew me away when I first saw it because I thought, oh, it'll never be as good as a real life person, but in many ways, it's better. So let's crack on. Um, So I don't know how many of you have jobs or you trade time for money. Uh, if you do that, you're really limited to A, how much money you can make, and also how much free time you have. So, and it's the consultant's trap here. You sell hours, you stop working, you stop earning. So that means that there's a lot of pressure to just work more and more and more. So even if they're fairly profitable, a lot of consultants are actually very stressed and they don't really have a very good quality of life. And also with a business, I mean, it's so many times with services it's just very hard to scale. And also, employees are very unreliable. They do things like go sick, or they might make a lot of mistakes, or all sorts of things can happen. They might leave the company at a crucial time. Uh, so it's very difficult if you're trying to scale a company and you have to rely on human beings. So, and also with the future of AI, I think it's no longer going to be about selling our time because AI can probably do what a consultant does. If not now, then maybe in a few years. So, what it's all about is creating assets, particularly software assets and ways of putting using AI, creative ways of using AI uh, and packaging it, selling the AI services to business, basically helping businesses use AI in their business. So the asset is part software, which I'm going to show you how you can get it, especially now because there's a Black Friday offer where you can get it 50% off. It's the best time of the year, the best offer of the year. So part of it is the software, but also it's understanding it and implementing it and being able to explain that to the business. So this is the sort of thing, obviously, on day one, you can't do it. There's a certain learning curve, but once you've got that down, I think the sky's the limit really, because all businesses need AI, and especially in a year or two. But if you get in now, you're perfectly placed to add on more and more services as our AI gets better and better. And the goal, of course, is to build a business that runs while you sleep. Passive income, that's the goal. So when you wake up in the morning, you just check your bank statement, see how much extra money you've made overnight, that sort of thing. That is the goal. And you can do it with this method because you get people onto recurring packages that don't require hardly any maintenance because it all sort of works like clockwork once it's been set up. So type me in the chat if you currently earn money by trading your time, whether that's a 9 to 5 job, consulting, or freelancing, who gets stops getting paid the moment they stop working. And that used to be what happened to me as well before I discovered this model. Okay, so I'm a chartered accountant and I'm betting everything on AI. So obviously, so in the past, I've worked as a senior accountant for major corporations, 250, 248 million turnover. Also, I did the consolidation for Canon, which was 1.4 billion across the whole of Europe. But I've seen business from every angle, analysed profit margins, assessed risk, and identified opportunities. So I chase cash flow and margins. It's all ultimately it's about cash coming in, cash coming out, and of course my time and risk. So every decision I make is rooted in financial reality, and AI I think is just an incredible opportunity. And you know, in the past, I've built many internet businesses, including one that had 4,000 domains back in the day when those sort of things could really help you get ranked in Google. So I do understand digital real estate. So AI is not a toy or passing trend, it's here to stay. And the sooner we um, get into it, the better. So this is the pain point. So what we need with a business is a foot in the door service. We can't overwhelm them by saying we can do all these incredible, amazing things, which we can do. But let's start off with one thing, one pain point. Then once we fix that problem, then we can sell more and more services as more and more trust is built and they see the results of what we can do. So this problem is the telephone. The biggest leak that companies have in their business is when you call up a company and you can't get through to the person you want to, who can book an appointment, give you information, give you whatever you need. So there is a statistic on some survey that says 40% of calls are unanswered. It seems quite a lot, but thinking back, I remember times I've tried to, for instance, get a plumber or electrician or something like that. That's about right, actually. I phone up and I just get voicemail or something like that. Um, and then what I do is I just phone. I've got a list. I've always got like if I want a plumber, I don't just have one. I have a list of plumbers that I call on Google Maps. First one, voicemail, then I just call the next one and the next one till I get to a live person, and that's what most people do. So all those plumbers who didn't answer their phone lost that revenue. So we live in an instant world. People are not patient anymore. If we get a voicemail, do we leave a message? No, because we know that may take days to answer. We've got a leak now, so we call someone else, and and then we've arranged someone else to come around, and then we don't want the first plumber to then call back because then we're going to have to try and might be a bit embarrassing to get them off the phone and stuff. So that's why people don't leave voicemails. So when's the last time you rang a business, got a voicemail, and actually left a message, or did you hang up and call a competitor? So it's not just about you, but I'm sure you've done that in the past, and many people do that. So, in other words, businesses lose a lot of money through unanswered calls, and we can fix that very cheaply and make a lot of money doing it. So, what is a missed call worth? Uh, for example, a dental practice. Now, I think that's very conservative. One new patient is 2,000 lifetime value. If you add up all the implants and crowns, I think it would be a lot more than that. Uh, but supposing that it's £2,000, supposing they get 5 missed calls a week, which I think's conservative, then they're losing 10,000 revenue a week, which is 500,000 a year. Now, obviously, that's not all profit, but it's obviously a massive amount. I mean, I know I've actually, when I phoned my dentist, sometimes I've had real problems getting through. Sometimes it's taken me like quarter of an hour to get through. Uh, so obviously I'm sort of tied into them, but if it happened all the time, it might be the sort of reason I might switch my dentist. Now, these businesses are spending thousands in advertising, SEO, and marketing to make the phone ring. So they're literally pouring qualified leads down the drain because they can't answer it. Now, so you could say, oh, well, why don't they just hire a receptionist? Well, I don't know. Maybe a human receptionist costs about 30,000 a year. Then you've got employers' national insurance. The receptionist has to pay employees' national insurance. There's also pension obligations, holiday pay, sick pay. They could leave at any time. Once they've sort of, even once they got really good and skilled in your business, then they could just leave. And the true cost is often much more than that when you've added in everything else. Uh, Plus, of course, bank holidays, weekends. They get ill, take holidays, leave at 5. They need lunch breaks. Of course, we all do. Uh, More importantly, they can only handle one call at a time. With AI, with this solution, it can handle an infinite number of calls at a time. So, 1,000 people call at the same time. This AI can handle all of them because of the way, sort of this cloud phone thing works. So, and also scalability. As your business, as a business grows, it just needs more staff. More staff needs more management, more complexity, and exponentially higher costs. And then then you've got junior staff, you've got senior staff, you've got managers, you've got all these tiers, and then you're trapped in the same model, trading money for hours. And then when you've got all these layers, it sort of becomes a big bureaucracy, and it means people get a bit less efficient because they know they can just sort of take it easy and get away with it. Uh, so when three people ring at once, if you have a receptionist, two leads are immediately lost. That's simple maths, and it's costing businesses fortunes. Okay, so that's the problem. Enter the AI employee who works 24/7, 52 weeks a year. So it's not voicemail, it's not a chatbot, it's voice AI agent, and it fundamentally transforms how business captures revenue. And I'll give you a live demonstration of this in a minute. Um, so it can pick up the phone instantly. Uh, well, it says half a second here. I mean, I've set mine, it'd be a few seconds, but it's pretty quick. No ringing. Now, I used to use a answering service and they were okay at first. Uh, they did lots of companies. If someone called my special number, they had a script that came up on their computer. They were sort of okay, but sometimes I noticed the service got worse and worse, and sometimes it took them a minute or even 2 minutes to answer the phone. But of course, by which time people will have given up, I'd lost leads, and I probably wouldn't even be aware that someone had called. But this is instant. Picks up straight away. Human-like conversation, British accent, well, you'll be able to hear it in a minute. Breathing, callers, let's just move this out of the way. Uh, Callers genuinely believe they're speaking to, well, I don't know about that. They probably know it's AI, but it doesn't matter. They can still have a conversation with it because it's intelligent. It's much more intelligent than what we've had in the past. So, and unlimited capacity, and it can do things like book appointments directly into Business Diary. No back and forth. They can just book it with the AI. No admin work, and also um, it gets into the CMS, the contact management system. So when they call up, just on this phone call, can book an appointment. it can then put them in this automation, so then they can get emails, text messages, etc., depending on how what's appropriate for the business. Or if they say, "Oh, hi, it's Keith's wife. I need to speak to Keith urgently," it would know that, and then it could actually transfer it to someone. But mostly, it would act like a gatekeeper and try or do whatever you wanted. But booking appointments is the main thing, and also filtering out salespeople. So we were just trying to establish what they wanted. Don't believe me? Uh, okay, listen to this. I'm going to make a call. Now, if you would like to participate in this, well, if you've got ideas, what I could say in the chat, uh, so you know that I'm really doing it live, you can. Uh, okay, let's see if that stays when I do. I've lost my chat box. Okay, so I have to do it like have to stop share. Okay, let's call this number. So I've got two versions of the AI voice. One is the pro version. I sell that at 497 a month plus VAT. And I've got the basic version. The basic version basically just takes name, email, and message. That's 197 a month. But I'm going to demonstrate the pro version now, which is basically more intelligent. Uh,
Hey, you have reached Entrepreneurial Lab. How can I help you today?
Hi there. Can I speak to Keith, please?
Keith isn't available at the moment, but I'd be happy to assist you. Are you calling to learn more about the AI automation services we offer?
Yeah, actually, yeah, I would like to know a bit more about that. Can you tell me what services you have and how much they cost?
Sure. We offer two main packages designed to help businesses handle calls efficiently and stop missing leads. One, the safety net package. Cost, pound 197/month plus VAT. What it does, it answers missed calls 24/7, takes messages, and sends an instant SMS summary to the business owner. Best for businesses that just want to ensure no call goes unanswered, but don't need advanced features. Two, the Pro Growth Package. Cost, pound 497/month plus VAT, plus a setup fee. What it does, this is like having a full-time receptionist. It qualifies leads, answers FAQs, handles objections, and even books appointments directly into your calendar. Best for businesses looking for a more hands-on solution.
Okay, listen, I want to
Streamline their
I want to stop you there. So yes, you can be interrupted. That's good. It's good to interrupt people when they speak too much, isn't it? Don't you agree?
I see what you mean. It's all about balance, isn't it? Sometimes jumping in can keep things on track, but it's important to let someone finish their
Okay, yes, it is. Okay, yes, I agree. But so I've got an important question. So I'm fed up with just phoning all the time, getting through to AIs and so on. So and I want to, and even if I got through to Keith, I actually want to meet him in person. Is he available to meet at a sort of certain location?
I completely understand wanting that personal touch. Keith typically handles meetings virtually to keep things efficient. But if you're looking for something specific, I can pass along your request and see if an in-person meeting could be arranged. Would you like me to set up a quick call with him first to discuss this?
Um, yes, you could do. Um,
Let me check Keith's availability for a quick call.
okay.
A moment while I pull up his schedule for you. Here are some available slots for a quick call with Keith. On Wednesday, the 26th of November, 10 a.m., 11:30 a.m., or 2:30 p.m. On Thursday, the 27th of November, 2:30 p.m., 3 p.m., or 3:30
Okay.
p.m.
Do you have anything for next week, Tuesday?
Let me check for next Tuesday, which is the 2nd of December. Here are the available slots. 2:30 p.m., 3 p.m., 3:30 p.m. Do any of these work for you?
Say that what was the first one again?
The first slot is at 2:30 p.m.
Okay, I'll take that one. Yeah.
That.
Yeah, it's 2:30, yeah.
Great. To confirm your booking, I'll need your email address so we can send you the appointment details. Could you share that with me, please?
Okay, so it's fred@gmail.com.
Thanks, Fred. Just to confirm, that's fred@gmail.com,
Yeah,
correct?
that's correct, yeah.
You're all set, Fred. Your appointment with Keith is confirmed for Tuesday, the 2nd of December at 2:30 p.m. You'll receive the details at your email, fred@gmail.com. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Can I change the time of the appointment, please? Can I have the slot out after that?
Sure. Let me check if the next slot, which would be 3 p.m. on Tuesday.
Oh, it's okay.
the
Forget
2nd of
that.
December.
No, it's okay. I don't need to do that. I've got to go now. I'm on the clock. It's been nice talking to you, though. I'll see you next time.
Thanks for the chat, Fred. Have a great day, and we'll talk soon.
Okay, bye. Well, you get the idea. And so there's a couple of questions here. Is there a context window where the AI can contextualize previous calls from the same number? No, I don't believe that's possible. Well, actually, let's try. I don't think that's going to work. I mean, in the future, that will be available.
Could you clarify what I will be available? Are you
Okay.
looking to book an appointment
Do
or check availability for something specific?
do you
Let
know
me know.
do you
and I'll
know
assist you.
do you know who I am based on my phone number?
I don't have access to your name or details based on your phone number, but I'd be happy to help if you
Okay,
share your name.
that's all.
What
Thanks.
you need
Bye.
assistance.
No, they can't do that. So yeah, no, she's got no context for that. Uh, these things will come in the future, but okay. So the AI voice thing is the next. There's this is just one thing. This is the foot in the door thing. Then we get the I thought it was pretty smooth. I mean, okay, you could tell it was AI, but you could still have a decent conversation. And and there's also we can implement AI into chatbots. For example, on my site, if you go to entrepreneuriallab.com, there's a chatbot there that I think. I mean, that's probably what you see there is more of the basic one, but you can add more and more intelligence as people upgrade their package, uh, and then what this AI can do is put people into automations, and then the automations can get um, emails and SMSs and so on. So can it handle any service call on the well, I've I've just put some information about this new business for me in it, but you can put loads of information in there, like any AI. It can access a lot of information. So as long as you give it proper instructions and information, it can use that to communicate with the person. Okay, so if you want to, well, there's no URL, it's a phone number. But if you want to sign up for it, if you go to Entrepreneurial Lab, well, I'm getting onto. I don't want to jump the gun because I want to do the rest of the presentation first. But Entrepreneurial Lab is my website, and so there's various links. One is to well, demo it, which this basically just books an appointment, books a call with me. Then there's if you want this for your business, then book a call with me and I can install it, either the pro version or the basic one. 197 a month for the basic, 497 a month for the pro. If you are if you want a side hustle, if you want to start selling these AI services, do this, and then there's a 14-day free trial, and then and you also get this 3-day AI challenge, which is basically what I did, which is the course, how I set this all up. I just followed all these videos. There's a few hurdles. I got stuck a few times, but I have free Zoom support. Within 5 minutes, you can get on Zoom with a real person, share your screen, and they talk you through all the sort of tech stuff. Also, create an agency. It's the same software, but with the same agency, it also does everything else, like reviews, setting up sales funnels. This site was built in it, websites, and you could charge clients a lot more. You can also create your own SaaS products and sell software to businesses, and it's half price at the moment till Friday if you want to forego the trial. And just click that for the first 3 months. Anyway, I'm going ahead of myself. Let's go back to this. So you've listened to this. We can't, no one, I haven't seen anyone manage to break this bot. She always recovers. Um, Captures names, qualifies leads, and book meetings. Well, she does what I've told it to do in the instructions. Uh, so what I'd like to do now is just rate that conversation on 1 to 10. I mean, I doubt if any of you thought it was a human, so I'm not expecting any tens, but 1 being, you know, what you thought what AI answering machines were like, a year ago, or what you thought it might have been. So give a number in chat, if you like, and it'd be interesting to see what people think of it. Anyone like to give a number from 1 to 10? 8. That's pretty good. That's I'll take that. I think so. I mean, I'd be happy to have this AI answering calls for me. 3, okay. Well, yeah, it is clearly AI, but that's not the point. You can still have a conversation and basically get answers as much, to all the everything that you've put in its knowledge, and get it to do stuff that you want it to do. And a couple of sevens. I mean, I think I'd agree with that. Obviously, a real person. Yeah, it is. You can actually interact with it, and it does respond. Wasn't awkward, wasn't making mistakes or mishearing you, and clearly connected you up with an NPC server to make actions. Yeah, and the other thing is it's quite quick, because this actually you can choose what ChatGPT model it uses. This uses 4.0, which is one of the fast ones. Um, so you can use like ChatGPT 5.1, but then it takes a lot longer to think. So be more intelligent, but people will get um, bored waiting for it to answer. So uh, I use the 4.0 one. Okay, so this technology is working right now. It's going to get better and better all the time, creating revenue for business. Now, we've already said how much, you know, how much dentists could lose. I mean, we said, I mean, if it's 5, who knows how many they lose a week? I bet they lose about 20 a week or 30. But I've seen how busy my dentists are. So dentists use a fortune. Uh, Plumbers lose a fortune. Any business will lose a lot of money. And the good thing about this, you can also set it up so it rings for 10 seconds, and then if a human receptionist is there, they pick it up. But if a human doesn't pick it up in 10 seconds, then that you can just forward the call directly to the okay. So, and also you can get it to text back. I think this one. Is that it? You can get it. You can get it to. So then it goes on a. It can start sending SMSs to the caller, and I'll just see if. Yeah. Well, I've got an email just to prove it. I think I booked that for December the 2nd at 3 p.m. I think that's the one I just booked. So I got an email confirming that it's in my calendar. Uh, Also, I'll just quickly, I'll show you, give you another example. I'll show you the other one, which is the basic one. I won't do a whole long call. I'll just do a quick one. Our employee.
Hi there. You have reached Entrepreneurial Lab. How can I help you today?
Hi there. Can I speak to Keith, please?
Keith isn't available at the moment, but I'd be happy to assist you. What can I help you with today?
Well, we need him urgently because he said he was going to deliver all this stuff and he hasn't done it. So I'm really angry. So I'd like him to contact me as soon as possible.
I hear you, and I completely understand how frustrating this must be. Let me make sure Keith gets your message right away. Could you please share your name and the best way for him?
Okay, no, I've got to go. I'll call you later. Bye for now. Okay. I just want to give you that is the basic one where it's basically the same intelligence, but I haven't programmed it in to the same level. As you can see, you can also choose voices. And here, you see, I don't know if you heard that, but I just got a text. It says, "Hi, thanks for demoing." Stop share. Hang on. So you can put any text you like here. It says, "Hi, thanks for demoing the AI employee. This is an example of the kind of follow-up we can do after each call. Reply stop to unsubscribe. Are you interested in seeing how an AI employee could add revenue to your business?" So it gives a couple of texts and uh, it sends a recap of the. Ah. Now, okay, so this is interesting. I called a different number because the first time I called the Pro one, and the second time I called the basic number, so I called a different phone number, but it knew that my email was fred@gmail.com. So it does know a bit of the context in these email in terms of the CMS and the emails it sends me. It did recognize I was the same person, even though I called a different number. And So it summarizes it, expressed frustration, and then it's got the exact transcript. So I'm going to set this up for the Pro one as well, but I just haven't got around to doing that yet. Poor Fred getting spammed. Exactly. Okay, so yeah, so they can get a text back saying missed call, even if they don't want a voice back bot, then we could do this service. So they just get a text. So if call is missed, the system can automatically send a text message and that saves the lead. So again, people are willing, tradespeople are willing to pay 197 a month just for this, just to get a text both to the tradesperson and also to the caller. Also easy to set up. So this is the idea of the SaaSpreneur model. So SaaS is software as a service. So this is an entrepreneur who sells software as a service. So we don't build anything. The software is already built. We just white label it as our service, and then we profit because obviously our costs are minuscule, and we have different packages, and we sell more and more as we build trust and as they realise we can help them with more and more services. So this is just an example. Now with my one, actually the basic, I'm starting off with 197 at first, and then I'm going to increase it to 297, and the Pro one is 497. But anyway, as you can see, as you get more and more clients, it's quite achievable, I believe, to get up to 24,000 a month or something like that. You just basically have to keep on going. It depends. The more and more time you put into it, you pick up clients. But then why would they leave? Because I do believe it's such a brilliant service, and it just becomes embedded into this the way they work. You build it once and it pays forever. This is hot right now. Business owners are curious, excited, also scared. They need someone to hold their hands and implement it all. They don't know how to implement it in the business. So you could be the bridge. You're not selling technology, you're selling done for you revenue recovery. You're the trusted guide who implements this, what they can't figure out for themselves. So in 2 years, I bet everyone will have this. They'll be as common as websites, but today you're the pioneer. You're the expert. You're capturing a market before it becomes saturated. So I truly believe this is an amazing opportunity, and it will stay with you for years. Because why would someone want to switch provider when they're so embedded in their into their business? Does it only work in English, or can you handle other? I believe it. Are you the person that lives in Italy? I'll just show you a bit of the. Let's see if I can go to the screen where you can set it up. Um, so it goes into AI agents. So I think it's Agent Studio, Voice AI. Maybe it's Asian. Create and manage voice agents, agent list. There we go. So these are my two. Uh, so let's see if, okay, let's create an agent. Create a custom agent. Language, okay. Does these languages, German, Spanish, French, Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese, Italian, Dutch, and multilingual English and Spanish. So obviously more will get added in the future. Okay. So two choices. Path one, the hard way. Learn Python, JavaScript, API, hire expensive developers, spend 6 to 12 months, negotiate. No, this is 50,000. I think it's more like 5 million myself. But path two, business in a box. Use the exact platform I use, which is high level. Now they've got it's called a snapshot, which is like you can just copy everything, and everything is like pre-built. You just clone it into your system, ready-made websites and bots. Launch your first client in days, not months. Full support and training. Focus on sales and client relationships. A few £100 a month. Actually, their cheapest is actually $97 a month, which you can get half price at the moment. This is the website. So it's my website, Entrepreneurial Lab. If you've got a business, just book a call with me, and I'll tell you more about the service. You could try it yourself. If you want to do this yourself, click on that, and then so this was all built using Go. I did this myself using Go High Level. It's pretty easy. This is the chatbot you can do. And then, It's a free 14-day trial. You just enter your credit card and have 14 days to try out with it. But I didn't charge part for the thing. You have to pay $1 for the dollar a month for the phone number, and you've got to pay a little bit for the texts. Join and save 50% off your first 3 months. So that's that. And this is the same thing, but it just goes, instead of giving you this snapshot, it gives you a different snapshot, which is a bit more involved, which is a bigger service. But it doesn't matter which one of these you ultimately do, because if you sign up, you get access to this Go High Level University, where it's got all of these have different snapshots you can download and put into your system. This is the one that I used. It took me literally 2 or 3 days to just go through these videos. It's also got videos how to sell, also how to fulfill AI workflow, funnels, also reviews. You can get it to answer reviews every time someone puts a review on the Google My Business page. Anyway, so are there any questions? I'll put the entrepreneurlab.com sign up. Also, you get the this is going to be my homepage. So this is what comes with the snapshot. If you come back in like next week or something, this will be my front page. Whereas this is more designed for businesses. Yeah, so it does French, Italian, or German.
Like, Keith, can I ask a question?
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
So with the new design of the website, is that going to be more of a self-service situation? Because it looks like the page at the moment, you might have to do some manual onboarding of customers.
I think, well, for now, I think, 'cause I'm just starting out, it will involve a conversation, because it'll be like a sales call where I'll get them on a Zoom call and I'll give them a demonstration, just like I gave you to demonstrate the system. I'll give them the number to call so they can try it out themselves. The actual onboarding, and then they fill in a form where they just put their name, credit card info, and then I've set up Stripe, so it syncs into Stripe, and then everything is then collected automatically after that, including VAT. So the payment side, that's all automated with a form. In terms of setting it up, basically, it hardly takes any time. I just basically buy a number, which takes less than a minute, and I go into this screen. And just fill in a couple of things. Obviously, you could get a VA to do all this for you, but it's all very easy. And then you choose the voice, or a few voices, and the agent goals. Now, the thing is, there's not a lot of settings if you want to, but like to try and keep it simple. So the basic is literally just takes 5 minutes to fill in this. Wherever you want, now you have to set up a calendar for them. My one syncs with my Google Calendar, so there's a few little things you have to do, but you could do it or get a VA to do it. And then I pasted this. I actually got AI to create my prompt for this and put that in there, and then it will evaluate it. But obviously, it can be considerably longer than that. There was sort of guidelines. Automation, websites, membership sites, reputation, I particularly like the automation you can do on here. I mean, I just think it's fantastic software. Uh,
So that's intentional then from a sales perspective, is talking to the client personally and onboarding them.
well, I think certainly, yeah. I mean, I think you could get, you could automate it. You could get, maybe you just did a video. Yeah, you could do a video of you talking. You could do a video of what I just did on video and say, if you want this, just sign up, just fill in the form. Tell us about your business, give us this information we need to sync into your calendar, and then that could all go to your VA and they could set it up. So as you scale up, yeah, you could do it without any intervention from you.
And would you be able to say a bit more on the sort of demand for this with businesses and what kind of businesses are
Well,
wanting
it's
it?
the sort of thing people don't know about it yet, so they don't realise they want it. But um, I mean, have you ever tried to call a plumber or someone like that and you didn't get an answer? And call, yeah, so people are losing money. So it's just a question of explaining it to them. So I'm sure once we become more aware, and what I've done, I'm actually approaching people, all my LinkedIn contacts. I'm saying, oh, do you want to try this number and stuff? And I'm getting a lot of interest doing that as well. So there's, yeah, various ways you can market it. Or of course, um, no, even relatively small companies could benefit from something like this. So your local, networking group, you could go, or for example, if you go to a restaurant, you could just ask all the people you come in contact with in your daily life, like, people who run restaurants, people who come and install your washing machines, or, all those sort of people. You could just talk to them about it, and I think it would just sell itself. I mean, there's a special section in the training and the course about how to sell it.
Yeah, it seems like it would be for those types of companies that need a VA or a receptionist, but
Yeah, it's
don't
not,
have all the
maybe
extra
not
cost.
all come, like if you sit at home on your computer doing stuff, you probably don't miss any calls. So for certain consultants, you probably wouldn't need it. I mean, I'd say the sweet spot is on LinkedIn, you can target between 11 and 50 employees. So that might be a good sweet spot because they may have a full-time receptionist, but quite often the receptionist is busy doing other stuff. They're on another call, or they're, you know, writing an email or something like that, so they can't answer it. So it would be something they have in addition to their existing human staff. Got a couple, I think, more questions. How complex a workflow have you tested? It's a glorified answer machine, capturing simple detail. Okay, so how intricate have you been with specific domain knowledge? So I've basically, I haven't given them a lot of this is just really a sort of demo what I've got here. But obviously, if you had a bigger company, the sky's, oh, it's just had one. The sky's the limit to how much you want to put in here. Look, that's quite a small thing. As you say, it's not very involved, but you could put like 100 times. Well, it's got 4,000 words you could add in here. Um, Now, these are the actions you could do. Okay, so let's go. You can transfer calls. For example, you could say, what's the size of your business? If it says 50 million turnover, then you could transfer that call. You can trigger a workflow, which then can send out emails, SMSs. It can go into Zapier, so you can go into other software, do whatever you like. Send them SMSs, update a contact field. You saw that email. It said, you knew I was Fred@gmail.com. Book appointments, do a custom action which I don't even know. Oh, okay. Which basically means sends it to a particular URL. Looks like it's using webhooks or something. All right. So, any other questions before we wind up? Right. So check out. Oh, thank you. No worries. Yeah. If you want to get in touch, you can message me. I think it'll come from Meetup properly. You can message me on Meetup. You've got my website. You can fill in the chat bot there. I think I will see those messages. Otherwise, if you join up high level through my link, I'm going to start a sort of community of people who signed up under me and, have special bonuses and meetings and so on that. And so we can all basically work together to build our agencies. And apart from that, I hope to see you on my next meetup. So bye for now. Bye.